Now, mermaids are not as they are in storybooks. They are dark creatures.
In a remote coastal village, there lived a young girl named Aleia. She was known for her beauty, soft brown eyes, long black hair, and calm presence that unfamiliar to everyone around her. But her life was far from peaceful. Aleia lived with a man she called her uncle. He was harsh, controlling, and cold. He treated Aleia not as family, but as something he owned. Aleia never knew where she came from, and deep inside her heart, she always felt that she did not belong to the human world. One day, the man forced Aleia to sail with him into the open sea. When their ship reached the heart of the Sea of Irveta, the sky began to change. Dark clouds gathered, the wind howled violently, thunder roared as waves crashed against the ship. Aleia trembled in fear, annoyed by her cries. The men locked her inside the lower deck. The room was dark, cold, and filled with the sound of rushing water. Suddenly, the ship hit a coral reef. The wood cracked, water flooded the room. Aleia screamed as the sea pulled her into the darkness. When she opened her eyes, she was still alive. She was breathing underwater. Her legs were gone, replaced by a glowing mermaid tail, shimmering and splendid. A dolphin swam toward her. With gentle movements, the dolphin guided Aleia toward the surface. Exhausted, Aleia walked along a road near the forest. A car stopped beside her. A woman stepped out, with calm dark eyes, brown hair, and peaceful aura. Her name was Serena. Serena took Aleia to her home near the forest, surrounded by flowers, tall trees, and quiet pond. She cared for Aleia with warmth and kindness. What Aleia did not know was that Serena was a flower fairy, sent by the gods and goddesses to find someone who had been lost long ago. When Serena was relaxed in front of the house with Aleia, when the wind moved and Aleia breathed, Serena was realized that the person Serena was looking for was Aleia. A few days later, Serena brought Aleia back to the Sea of Irveta. As Aleia stepped into the shore, the waves moved closer, as if they recognized her. Without fear, Aleia walked into the sea. The water did not pull her down. It embraced her. Her body began to glow. Her mermaid returned bright, stronger than before. Her eyes began to change, violet, silver, again and again. The sky darkened into a violent storm. This power was beyond a queen. This was divine. Aleia opened her glowing eyes and spoke with voice that shook the world. I am Heratea Aleia La Luna, goddess of the sea and the sky. Thunder exploded across the sky. The sea roared in response. Serena fell to her knees. The man appeared once more, trying to take her again. But the moment he reached out, the waves swallowed him where he stood. The sky opened. One by one, the gods and goddesses descended, surrounding Aleia with radiant light. Together, they spoke. Welcome home, goddess. Aleia now stood in the palace of the gods and goddesses, high above the sky, sitting upon the throne prepared long ago. There, she finally heard the truth. Long ago, Aleia was born from Sedna, the mermaid queen, and Zenith, the god of the sky. Her birth was forbidden, and feared by both sea and sky. They were punished and exiled to the edge of the world. To save their child, Sedna and Zenith hid Aleia on the shores of Irveta. It was the only way to keep her alive. 10 years later, they died together holding a piece of purple cloth with the name Aleia written upon it. After learning the truth, Aleia chose to remain in the kingdom of the Sea of Irveta to take her mom's place. Elea had returned not as a lost child, not as a queen, but as a goddess. And that is how the sea and the sky finally met.